7 years ago, back in 2015, one major development in AI research was automated image captioning. Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learned to put those labels into natural language descriptions. And it made one group of researchers curious. What if you flipped that process around?
We could do...
Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I am showing you guys how to edit like Wux. Okay, so let me play the video that we're gonna be edits, and then you guys can actually understand a little bit of what we're working on, and then we can get into our editing session. Okay.
7 years ago, back in 2015, one major development in AI research was automated image captioning. Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learned to put those labels into natural language descriptions. And it made one group of researchers curious. What if you flipped that process around?
We could do...
Right, so that's gonna be kind of like the main title that we're gonna do, okay? The intro to the video that we're gonna be working on for Wux. So before I'm actually started, I'm just let you know now that this video is going to be long. It could be an hour, it could be 2 hours. I'm not too sure yet, but this is gonna be raw, unedited video, so I can show every single detail that go into edits a good video. Okay, I just want to understand that this is not something that you watch for fun. This is not something you watch for entertainment. This is something that you watch if you want to get better. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to get into it, and the first step that I need to do is I need to break down of how everything works first. So like I usually do, I like to look from the background first of what the background he used here. The background seems to be just a solid layers, so I'm gonna create that. I'm not too sure what is this, like kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, but I think that's the mistake. So I am going to go ahead and actually make it a solid layers. So to do this is pretty simple. Just create solids and just copy the colors here. Pretty simple, and then get the solid the same colors as Wux. That's the first step, but I forgot one thing. Before we move on, I have the project file for you to download and actually opens in the link under this video. So make sure you go there and just download it, and then you can actually open the project file while I'm actually working on this thing, and then you can actually play around with it and get to understand the editing process even better. Okay, so let's move on. So we have this background, and then, okay, so let's move it to the left a little bit so I have space to work. Like this. Something small. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, like a paper. Like
7 years ago, back in 2015, one major
okay, let's go first scene first. So how I'm gonna do thing, I'm gonna create new composition. Okay, new comps. So new comps is each composition is gonna be for each one of these number. So I need to make it 1920. I'm gonna make it vertical. So now we have this. So oops. So now we have the comp number 2. Let's bring it in first. So comp 1, comp 2. Let's bring it in. Let's make it a bit smaller. Okay, with this one, let's copy the video as well, because I need to copy the colors of the paper here. As you can see, I might make a little slightly change. It's not gonna be exact same way. I'm sure like editors of Wux, he probably did in different way, but again, there is multiple way to get the same result when it comes to editing, so animating. Okay, so let's just create solid layers. And then for the color, just use the color pick and then just copy that. Pretty simple. And now we have the color that we want. The next step, we just need some paper texture to put on top. Let me go look in my Mr. Horse. Let's see if we have any texture for me to use. I would prefer if they have like a animated texture like this. This would be good. Like a paper grunge. Might have to mix. Save your project first to comp content. Oh yeah, I forgot to save the projects. Okay, almost forgot, so let's just call it edits like walks. Okay, so edit like walks. Edit like walk is here. You know what? I'll change it afterwards, so I'm gonna call it Apex editors. Walks 1. Cannot really. I don't really care about. Save to project file actually. That's where I'm supposed to save it. So save, and then let's move on. So add this one. Okay, the color is just not right. So I need to see what color he used here. So let's bring it in. Dark, of course. This is different texture for sure, but I just want to see if we can make it work. Probably not. It's too different. Might work. Material maybe is in. Maybe it's in here. Material, so I can just drag it over the top so it looks like paper. Make it black and white, this thing, and then let's change the, let's see, happy with this one, and then I'm gonna add some sort of different texture on top. Let's see. And again guys, you guys would get this one if you guys can click the link in under this video. You guys would get access to the project file, which would include all of this like tools that I'm using. Okay, so we get that kind of paper texture look, but still I still need that line or like some sort of that noise. Okay, so let's go with grunge and see what we have here. Let's try to add this thing. It's not, that's not the one I'm trying to go for. What about this one? It's not it. I would prefer this one, so let's try to make it black first, and then we'll change the blend mode and then see how it blends in with everything. I really like it. Let's see. We get pretty close. Like, I think this one is quite enough on this. Like, it gets the same texture still, right? I might add this one into it, throw in some really dark brown here. Yeah, I think throwing some of that would help. Let's just make it. So yeah, throw some of that would help. So get one of them. Let's create a text. So this is gonna be 2. So first I need to see what font he used. Okay. I don't know what font he used actually. I'm gonna go with Helvetica first because that looked really close to Helvetica. Let's go with bold. Center everything and then boom. Just like that. I think that's the font he used. Okay, and let's just color pick the colors here and boom, just like that. So we get something that really similar. Let me see a bit closer of what he did. He also added turbulent displays as well onto the text. So I don't know if you notice it, and the text, right? The text is not straight, like it's have that rough edge onto it. Okay, so I'm gonna do that by create adjustment layers. Let me see how I can do it. I want to try one thing first. I want to try and change the blend mode on this one first. I just want to see how it will look. So I just want to make it like it's printed on the paper, not just floating on it. Okay, that's not gonna be good.
If you want to speed up your success even further, I highly recommend checking out Apex Editors. Inside, you will get access to over 40 in-depth modules on video editing, animation, building a successful personal brand as a video editor, and jump-starting your editing career. You will also gain access to exclusive toolkits with over 50 high-quality drag-and-drop presets to streamline your workflow and enhance your video quality. Plus, you will get an AI image generating prompts that allow you to create high-quality scenes similar to what you see in top creators' video. And don't forget the community of like-minded editors ready to support and share the experience with you. But what I believe is the most valuable feature is our weekly live Q&A session, where I will personally answer your question and give live feedback on your work. This way you won't have to guess what needs improvements, you will get clear, actionable advice. All these features combined can easily value over $10,000, as video editing skill can serve you for a lifetime. And I know this might sound too good to be true, but let me show you what some of our students have to say about the programs and results that our students achieve. So be sure to check it out by clicking the first link in the description.
I need to get the texture. Let's change the blend mode. Just keep going. This might be a little bit extra like work, but it is what it is. So cycle through it a little bit. I'm gonna go with this one. This one worked fine. Let's go with, actually, is it, okay, so it's not the same, but I'm happy with this one or how it look. Just keep it normal. I think it's fine. Keep it normal because we have the texture on top of it anyways. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it like have that rough edge. So just search up rough edge and then just apply into it. You can see now that like you can see a little change here, but I'm gonna add the complexity a little bit, just like that. That looked really good. Blend into the whole thing. Okay, so let's see if we get close to this. I think we get pretty close. Yeah, we get really good on this one. So let's just remove this, and I think he make it bigger. Actually, he make it big like this. Okay, so we have this. Let's go back to comp number one. Make sure to save this thing. Ooh, let me think. He make it bigger, so number two, it's okay. So I have to make it almost. It's gonna. Yeah, I think that's the size. I think the font is slightly different, but you just can't really tell the difference anyway. So I'm just gonna go with Helvetica. It looked good anyway, so I don't really care. I bet he used shape. Like he used shape to do that, but it is what it is. I'm gonna use this one. So next one, I am going to copy this composition. So Control-C, Control-V, and then drop it in here. And for this one, I am going to change it to 2000. So I change it to 0. Perfect. Simple like that. I'm gonna have to change the I am going to change the texture a little bit because I don't want it to look the same, like tilt it a little bit. But this one, let's try to tilt it first to get a different look, into it so it doesn't look like just copy and paste right on a texture. I don't want that. And then 2, I think, let's see how. 1, 2. Okay, so next one, just copy and paste. Drop it down here. This is going to have 2 numbers. So first it is going to be 2 and then enter 1. Okay, so what I did there is now if you slide it up like this, let's see, slide it up, you can slide number 1 up like this. Pretty simple, but I need to make it closer. Let's see, like this. Okay, then we can move it down. Okay. Down and center this one again. Okay, so we have 2000. Make it smaller. You're gonna arrange it. I'm gonna arrange this one in a bit. Right, it's not perfect yet. Okay, with this one. Again, let's go into and fix some of that texture so it doesn't look the same. Let's see with this one. Let's change to this one maybe. Yeah, let's try this one. Oh, that's look pretty sick actually. So with this, I have to change the blend mode. I'm not too sure what I used before, so remind me later. So dark, what's it called? Darker or something. So let's search for that. Not bad. Not bad. Let's move this one. Actually, pretty interesting look on this, but also have to make it black and white. There we go. I like the texture on these guys actually. It looked really good. Like it looked quite unique. So I might have to make it bigger on this one. But the texture looked really good. Like I said, right? It's not gonna be exact same like him, but yeah. But the same idea is still the same, right? The same like principle, the same foundation is still the same. I'm just gonna do things a little bit different. But yeah, what about this one? See some of this. Okay, I don't want the grid to be everywhere. That's not gonna be nice. What is gonna have grid on it? No. I need different style. I just need the one that have no grids. Static. This one might be good. Okay. So let's go with darker colors when it comes to blend mode. Let's see where is it. There we go. So we get a really different and unique texture on each one of them. That's what I like. Okay, for this one, it's look a little too dark, so I'm gonna have to lower the opacity down a little bit. Okay, that's good. 2020. So it count from 2, 1, 0. 5. I think it's 5, 2025. So let's do one more time. Copy and paste here. Let's go into it. So what is it? It is. Let's make it longer as well. 1. Okay. 2. 1. 2, 1, 0, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, so hopefully when I position everything up, 3, 7, 6, 5, it's pretty good. So now I'm gonna arrange everything to make it look nice. Oh, almost forgot. I need to change the texture of the background here. Looking for something unique. I already used that. Already used that. A little bit too much, is it? Let's just move it. Let's try this one actually. So darker colors. Okay, now it looks like it's on a wall. I don't. Let's see if we tone it down a little bit. I think it would look pretty good. It's too dark. Yeah, sadly. Okay, remove this one. Might go with something simpler. Fade still. Let's see, what is it? This might be good. This might be good. I need static, so let's see how it would do with this. I'm gonna shift through the I like this one. I mean, it's not too obvious, but I like it. Okay, that's not gonna. Yep, grayish. Okay, this is too bright now. Can we see some sample? I don't know how bright it is. I think if we make it bright, it would look really good. Yeah, it had to be a bit darker. Slightly darker, just a little bit, so it kind of blend in with the rest of the text, or like that, whatever you want to call it. Then I am going to make sure everything is in the right space. Okay, I'm not gonna copy everything. Scale, I'm gonna go with 30. Okay, I'm gonna distribute it first and make sure we have the equal spacing in between it, and then we can think about what we're gonna do with it afterwards. So we got all these guys right here in the middle.
Seven years ago, back in 2015, one major development.
Here, so we can actually.
One major.
Let me trim it down here as well, so we know what we're working with.
7 years ago, back in 2015, one major development in AI.
Okay. Let's see. How can we do that? Should we just copy? Should we just copy the placement? Nah, I don't really want to do that. Okay, just want to see how they lay things first.
7 years ago, back
Twist it one time.
in 2015.
Lift it up. Okay, something like that. We can do something like that, right? So I might definitely have to make it bigger. Show a little bit overlaps. Let me see. Need to name it too. Gotta change the name. Okay, so I know exactly which one you're working with. So this one is 2. This one is 0. So it's not gonna change. 0. For this one is 2 to 1. So that's gonna name it like that. 2 to 1. And this one is 2 to 5. 2 to 5. Okay, so now we know which is which, but this one still need to be toned down a little bit when it comes to colors. Too bright. I think, yeah, I'm happy with that one. Still the brightness though. Nah, I'm stressing too much. I'm stressing too much on that. Okay, let's. Okay, what else? So this had to be on the top. This one had to be down like that. So this one I'm gonna kind of freestyle it a little bit. Here, scale it up. It's not supposed to be in the same scale. That's why. Okay. It's not supposed to be the same, and it's not supposed to be perfect. Like alignment, I would say, up a little bit. And with this one, I would tilt this way. Right, how you want to tilt it, it's totally up to you. I'm not gonna be focusing much on that. And this one, let's bring it in a bit closer so it overlaps here and tilt it this way up a little bit. Right, some random stuff. It's a little too straight. I don't like it. This one tilt a little too much. I think it's pretty good. Then we just want to make sure that everything's still in the middle like this. Okay. The next thing that I'm gonna add that would make this one a lot better is a drop shadow. Okay. I use it a lot, and you guys should do the same because look, it's gonna create depth. As you can see now, it looks separated. You can see if we change this one, and then showing the shadow, you can see it coming in. So now it looks like I have some depth into it instead of just, you know, flat piece of paper, and that just like, yeah, there we go. That look a lot better. Okay. Let's see what else. So let's create a new object as well. So new object, and then we're gonna link everything to that. So then we can just animate in and out like this. Make it bigger, make it smaller. Okay, so let's see how they animate in. Slide to the left. Okay. So slide to the left. Have to make it bigger as well. They almost make it like full screen like this. Like this. We could make something like this. So I'm gonna do backwards. So I'm gonna pin everything where I want it to be first. Let's say 20 keyframe in, and then I'm gonna set a keyframe on no on position, and everything else on position and rotation, just like this. So then now I'm gonna move it back here, slide this one to the left slightly, and then I'm gonna move it kind of random. Okay, it doesn't need to be the same. I think this one doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go up, out, and rotate. So come it in, and for this one, let's go down and rotate this way. Down even more actually. And for this one, I would come from the left, and this. Okay, and with this, I want to come from the top and off to left a little bit.
7 years.
So get something like this, which is really nice, but we know that we need to do some speed ramp, or like make sure we have that smooth keyframe. Okay, so we get the smooth movements. That's not enough though, by the way. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna focus on this one first and grab this here. Okay, so I want it to slow down at the end, so drag it up like this. Okay.
7.
That's good. So we have it saved here, and then what we have to do is just drag it over on top of all the keyframe, and then click here. Okay, and then look at this.
7.
Now it's smooth.
7.
I would add one extra thing is the motion blur into it a little bit, so get that nice.
7 years.
You can see a little blur. I like that.
7.
Okay, now I need to see it. So I need to see the timing and how he did certain thing. Okay. So coming in is really nice. Then the time start move here. 1, 2.
7 years ago.
okay. So he paused a little bit, had that little pause, okay. So animate start from here. I'm gonna go into this and keyframe it basically. Okay, so position. Now I really need to see that. Okay, so bring it in. So he moved here to 1, and he been paused.
7 years ago, back
It doesn't look like it just go in 1. Okay, he has a little pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10 here. It doesn't move and then move it. So I have pause only 2 keyframe. So, and then now we know. Okay. So I think he do 10, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 9 keyframe. I'm just gonna say 10. So 10, pause to keyframe, and then he keep going. So now we know. So 1, 2. Again, keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like that. Okay, so 1. Okay, just remove this one for now. Oops. Definitely use different fonts from him, but it's okay. Then pause 1, 2. Then set a keyframe.
7
Okay, I'm gonna make sure it's ramped like this, like really nicely. And with this one, I am going to make sure it's, let's see.
7
Okay, that's it's pretty good. I'd be happy with that one. I'll be happy with that. I'm gonna keep doing this process. Okay, so 10 pause 2 and 10 pause 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there any expression you can do that? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drag it up. 0. Oh, this is wrong one. Okay, no, you know what? It's useful anyways. So let's just see. So I start here. Just do it here.
10 years ago, back
It's the wrong one. That's why I was confusing. I was confusing a little bit. I grabbed the wrong one to work on, but it is what it is. We fix it, and we move on to the next. Okay.
7 years ago, back in
Ooh, I really like that as well. I think it looked really good. I don't know what you think, but for me that looked really good.
7 years ago, back
Okay, so let's focus on this. Okay, so let's go to 2 to 5 here that we set it up. Put it in so we know how to do it, but we pretty much know how to do it already. Just have to be patient with it, and yeah. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then set a keyframe, and then pause 2. So move it up. I'm gonna turn this one off because I already know the timing of this thing. Yeah, and then 1, 2. Copy the keyframe and paste it again. Okay, and then make sure we this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next number. Okay, 1, 2. Set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, if you guys don't have a better way to do it, feel free to let me know. Like, I would be much appreciate you guys if you can help me out with this one, okay? Like you can see, I don't know every single thing. I always work with something that I don't know, okay? That's kind of my concept, is that you have to work with something you don't have. Like you need to figure out the way to do it, right? You have the ideas, you have to just do it and try your really best to ask someone else, ask for help, finding resources, finding tutorial on internet, and just make it out basically. So don't wait for someone to actually be like, oh, here's a tutorial to do how to do the whole thing, and then just follow them, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Sometimes you gotta work with something that's not that efficient like I'm doing right now. Like it's gonna take time. I think definitely has to be a better way to do it, but I don't know how to do it. So this is the way I know how to do it, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna waste my time to go out there trying to find the best way to do it, or like find a less time consuming way to do it, right? I'm just gonna do it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. One, two, set. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Up. 1 2 6. 1 2 set. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. And then just move this one up to 5. Finally. Okay. Make sure we copy the whole thing. We have the same. Let's see how it looks.
7 years ago, back in 2015, one major development.
That's pretty good. Let's add some motion blur and then let's see how it looks.
7 years ago, back in 2015,
I don't know what you think, but I really like that.
one major development.
Might have to move a bit closer, just a couple frames. Back in 2015, one. You know what? It might seem a little too much. I might take that blend mode out actually. Oh, it's not because of this. It's the overlay from this one. That's why. Have it normal. Let's see if we don't have it. Would it... Okay. Huh. What if we put it on top? It's because this one, no. But this one is just normal blend mode. I don't understand why. Huh. Oh. It's a rough edge. I was like, why this looks so weird? So if it happened, what you can do instead is that you can just, instead of using rough edge, you can use turbulence displays. Turbulence displays, can use one instead, and then with this you can turn it to around 20 and 2, and you would get the same effects. So let me double check to make sure we have that rough edge going on. I might change it up a little bit. Yeah, 10 complexity. Yeah, so we got the same effects, but then without that like weird.
7 years ago, back in 2015.
Okay, no, like this one is better. So do the same thing, just remove and place that to every single composition we have worked with. Just remove and replace. Okay, let's go to this one as well. Okay, so let's see how it look.
7 years ago, back in 20.
Okay, now it's just about the timing. 1 0. Okay, I need to match that timing. See that? I have to move the same time. Okay, I'm gonna base on the 0. So 1 0, so start here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my com, go to here, and then right there. So it should match now.
Years ago, back in
There we go. So that's match. Okay.
7 years ago, back in 2015. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, back in 20.
Let me try to do something a little bit extra on this one. I want to try it. I'm not sure how it's gonna look, but let's add some wave RAW into the video. Let's see how it look. Oops, doesn't look too good, but let's see. So let's just increase the wavelength a little bit, so get that flowing look. I don't know if you can see it.
7 years ago, back in 20.
Okay, I think I'm kind of pushing it too much. Keep it clean, keep it simple, I guess. Okay.
7 years ago.
You know what would look so good? Like, cause the edge was like so clean, so add some rough edge onto it would look a lot better. So rough edge. There we go. Let's add some rough. Let's try it out. You know, let's try it out. No one knows what's gonna happen. Just small detail. Let's add into it. So just tiny detail. Okay. Let's put it in here. Okay.
Seven years ago, back in 20. 7 years ago, back in 2015, one major 2015, one major development.
Okay. Let's see. He add that kind of movement when you're twisting something. Let's see. Come in. This one twist to left. I could just twist to the right. It doesn't really matter. And then set the position. Rotation keyframe.
Years ago, back.
Move to another side. Just turn it straight, I guess. A little bit, not too much.
7 years ago, back. Years ago, back.
And then this one just move up and keyframe position.
In 2015.
Up, just like that. Pretty easy on this one. Nothing special.
7 years ago, back in 2015.
Yeah. I'm gonna do transition in my own style actually. Transition, not really I'm not a big fan on that one. It's kind of lazy. So we have
7 years ago, back. 7 years ago, back in. 7 years ago, back in 2015.
So let's say what the next thing. I'm pretty happy with this scene.
One
But I'm gonna
15.
Oh no, the transition is good. I was about to say something, but it's good. That's my fault. So now we have to do that news thing here. Okay. All right. Let's see how we can do it. Let's see. So we have newspaper. Could you make it? I could make it. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely had to make it. So I'm gonna go search up on Freepik to see if we have any resources that would be useful for me to use. So let me grab my Google and search up Freepik. Let's see, image. Okay, let's go Freepik. Let's search for newspaper. Oh, it's pretty good actually. It's pretty good. look pretty. Okay, this look really similar to that one. Is it the same one? Oh, it's not. Same color theme though, but yeah, it is what it is. Dude, I could make my own using this one. Like, yeah, I could literally just make it my own. Let's see. Let's see on this one. I have to overlay on a text. You're just gonna make it. I'm gonna make it so I can actually learn something new as well when it comes to like different skill here. So I'm gonna download this one as a PNG, and let's see. Well, it's not transparent background. Let's see. Hopefully it is the background is transparent. Oh no, it's not. Easy fix. I remember it come in the folder, so it's come with EBS as well. So let's click into it. This should open Photoshop. So I'm gonna remove the background in this one. So let's see. I don't know much. I'm gonna pay for my Adobe as well. So layer 1. Okay, I don't know how to use Photoshop, as you can see. Oh, it's come in one pieces. No way. Let's see. Remove background. It's pretty simple. Okay, that's pretty easy. Let's see. Let me make sure we remove all of it. Look pretty clean to me. Then just export it as PNG. Newspaper. Okay, should has it. Okay, so we're gonna save this one. Nah, we don't need to save it. I already have it done. So don't save. And just bring this one in. Boom, just like that. Definitely gonna pre-compose it. It would make my job a lot easier. So pre-compose code newspaper. Yeah, newspaper PNG. That's fine. Already worked for me. Let's grab this. Grab this. Okay, so what we need here, we need daily news on the top. Okay, first of all, let me lower the exposure of this one a little bit. Okay, just a little bit too bright. Yeah. Okay. Daily news. So let's use that. Daily news. We are going to be work on that texture, like add some paper texture later. Okay. With this, trying to center it. That look pretty good. I'm gonna make the fonts a little bit like stretch, so then let's see. Let's have this. Got some spacing on the top. It doesn't have to be exact same. The next one is the line here. Okay. Okay, newspaper. The line. So I'm gonna use the pen. So hold Shift to draw a straight line like this. Maybe we don't need that, but okay. And when it comes to color, just gray should get the job done. Make sure we center here and bring it down. Let me see what he used here. 2015, $6. Could add some. I could add some. What's it called? Some Easter egg in here if I really want to. Should I? Be funny. We could write some random stuff in here. Well, I'm happy for now. I'm pretty happy for now. Let's add 2015. This is gonna be thin, so change from bold to regular size. Regular size, and for the stretch, change it back to 100. That should give us a really good looking text right here. So for this one, I'm just gonna copy the rotation, so we make sure that everything rotate at the same angle. Okay, this one is fine. I'm gonna let it slide because like it's the line. Okay, with this one. Make some box. Could be thinner, so stroke width is gonna be thin. And turn it 6 degrees. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna copy the 2015 and just going to move it all the way down here and name the price. Okay, what's the price should be? What is it? This one have to be I can see here him is teal, so we're going to turn it to oblique. Okay, let's make it 69, 6.9 cent. Okay, put 0 in here too. Why not? $6.90. Definitely nothing special about a number at all. Okay, just good looking innocent number. Major developments. Use the same font, just copy and paste, bring it down here. Just turn this one back to 100 and just make sure it's bold and oblique. I think it's just oblique. Yeah, it's just oblique. So we need major development. I'm deciding, is it this? I'm pretty sure it is bold and oblique, yeah. The spacing has to be a little bit more though on this one. Yeah, it is a spacing. But other than that, I think we get a pretty close look. So I might make it bigger and I might stretch it up a little bit. Doesn't have to be exact same, I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't need to be exact same. I think this is good. Need to bring this one down a little bit here. And the 6 probably gonna go up a little bit. There. Okay, look balanced enough. Look, I think the other new look is too big. Yeah, definitely too big. So I think once we add texture, it's gonna look better. For now, it just look quite flat. So now you have to write some gibberish on the left side and on the right side. So let me find some thing that I could just copy and put it in here. Doesn't really matter what it is anyways. So let's see. What should it be? Imagine I keep scrolling and I see the exact same thing that they use and then I'm just wasting my time making it. Not gonna be fun, but there we go. I need like again. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let me see what it say. The rain and wind abruptly stopped, but the sky still had the grace or whatever. Whatever, bruh. Let's just copy the whole thing. And you can put in After Effects. So we have two. So I'm gonna use the same like, just use the same, what's it called, paragraph, right? They can't see it, trust me. So with this, make sure the font is tiny, and then press it. Not good. Make sure it's liquor size. And let's see, what is the problem here? What is the problem here? So yeah, that's the problem. Oh no. Okay, I'm not going to actually press enter myself. Okay, that's trying to find a way to What is this? I gotta play around with it now, because I'm not going to actually press enter for each of this line. There is no way. Okay, there is no way I would do that. But first, let's switch down here. Okay, I can fix it, but it's just a matter of how. Okay. Okay. Oh, we can do different layout. Like that's fine too. Jesus, long. Is it? Oh, okay. Okay, let me think. Let me think now. It might be here. Is it here? Okay, hold. It better be here. What is? What if I do this? Oh, I wouldn't change nothing. Okay, that's not gonna be the answer. Okay, that's not gonna be the As you can see here, I don't know anything, like everything when it comes to After Effects. I just still need to figure it out, just like most of you guys. Okay, so is it this one? Please. Oh, I see some change. Some change. Ain't no way. Hold up. So what if I just remove some of it? It's still gonna be long. It is still gonna be long. What's wrong with this one, huh? Okay, so we will figure it out for sure. I knew I am going to figure this out. No, but that one would squish it, that's the thing. Right, I don't want that squish text. Okay, Google. Okay, Google would help you with everything. Let me try a couple more times. Okay, I think some of you guys who know how to do it probably think this guy is quite stupid right now, but okay, let's go into and search. Oh, you know what? I might just be lazy. Could just press enter and be done by now. Come on. You know what? Just do this. Just do it. But yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, that is it. That is the solution right there. Fix it. Not the best solution, but we get the job done. Okay, we get the job done. Okay, so I'm gonna lay it out a bit different. Might lay it out in the middle. Like this is too long, dude. What the hell? Remove this line entirely. Remove this line entirely. Remove this and remove this. Is it? Okay, now it's shorter. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. You guys just witnessed me being an idiot for the past 10 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry to waste your guys' time, but we're gonna get back into tutorial now. Alright, so I'm gonna leave the space up here for the picture. Okay, so it should be around here. Around here should be good. Okay, this one look a little too perfect, so can't have that. It's okay. Now this look a little better. I don't know why I did that, but it's just something off about it and had to fix it. Okay, so we got the space here. This one I'm gonna move to the middle actually, so we keep everything in the center. Just like this. And with our gibberish that we just wrote here, let's try to make it bold first. Might look better. Yeah, I think bold might look better, so I'm gonna stick with bold fonts. Okay. But to make it look better, I have to track matte this thing. So here I'm gonna set track matte to the newspaper that we have, so it's only visible here. That is good. Let's see what else we can do to make it better. I think rough edge. So rough edge would work really good on this. So now just decrease the so it look really old, which is nice. So I'm gonna decrease the edge sharpness a little bit because it needs that kind of look like ink. So scale, this looks really good. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and apply to all of the text that we have and see what happens. Look really good. Apply, and apply. This guy doesn't really see that much change, but it is what it is. The next thing I'm gonna do, I am going to actually I had to add some sort of texture on it, like a paper texture, like this one. But for this one, let's see. So we didn't have the texture here. Okay. I'm just gonna add it all over the thing. Okay, that should be okay. Oh, I could just pre-comp this one and apply everything on top. Again, that might work too. Let's try that. Let's try to pre-comps of this thing. First, actually, let me see if we have any animation when it comes to this. So we have animation on this one. That's it. Okay. Oh, you have a lot of animation. Automate image captioning. So, I won't have the image in the middle. I'm gonna have to move this one down. Let's see. Okay, I didn't think about that. That's the thing. Okay, that is it, right? Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. I have to move the major developments. And then add it here. Okay, what's called automate image captioning. Okay. Captioning. That should fit though. That should fit here. So turn it 6 degree, and let's see if it would fit in. I bet it would fit. Yep, it fit perfectly. Again, let's add some rough edge into the new text as well. What if I add onto the paper? Oh, that's look a lot better. Look more realistic. But for this guy, I need to add some, for the big text, right? You can't really see it, so I have to increase it a little bit like this. And complexity might have to go down a little bit. Same thing with here. Yep. Is that ball? Okay, whatever. I would assume it is ball. Okay, I'm thinking I'm done with this magazine or the newspaper. Okay, I'm done with this one. Then I'm gonna pre-comp everything, right? And then I would add texture paper on top of everything. So pre-comps, that's fine. Just pre-comp like this. Add some paper texture into it. Let's see. That would be really good. Make black and white as well. Black and white, and then just circle through the. Oh, by the way, track matte, of course. Oh, okay. Okay, now we're talking. It look a lot better now. Okay, now we are talking. Alright. I'm gonna circle it through one time to see what worked best, and then we will stick with that one. I think I already found one that I like, but I just want to see if it any better one that we can use. I'm pretty happy with this one. I think I see one I like too much, too dark. This one is good, so I'd stick with this one. And animate, caption, TV news. So for this, I need to make this one a lot lighter when it comes to color. So it had to be a lighter gray. Okay, and for this one, I need to make it dark gray. Also the same here with automate captioning. Should be good. Let's see how it looks first. So, the same thing. Doesn't really matter then. Okay, so now we have newspaper that we can work with. Okay, maybe not exact same like he used, but you know, it's pretty close. So let's create a new object. Okay, so let me show you some trick when it comes to transition to get that kind of nice transition without any like theme burn, without any special effects. Okay. So first I want to see the timing of this guy.
Years ago, back in 2015, one
So here, 2015, start around here. So I'm gonna start a bit later, doesn't really matter. So I want 15 to come in fully first and then animate it. I'm not rushing, so it's fine. And for this one, let's let's cut. So it's not animated here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And then we're gonna cut everything here. Right, and then this one gonna come in. Newspaper gonna come in like this, correct? Daily news, tilt it a little bit. Okay, so with this one, I cut here. So we have this transition between here and here. Okay, how can we make this one smooth? How can we make this one look like it belongs together? But before we move on, I need to add that image.
development in AI research was automated image captioning. Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and
We can use something else. We can use different picture. Let's see, go search some picture to use. What it should be, let me think. I can go beach volleyball. Beach volleyball would get really close. I might use that picture of two girls because there's more there's more stuff to actually see, right? Except from this one. We can use this one too, actually. Use this one. Save the image. And let's use this one. So let's bring it in the project first. In the comp one. Okay, so let's bring it into our newspaper. Turn it 6 degrees, just like that. More. Good. Maybe around 8 degrees. Okay. 8 degrees is good. I need to do some sort of cropping on this one a little bit. It's just slightly too big. Is it? Yeah, let's bring it in again. I'm gonna bring it to composition first. I need to change some color a little bit, but beside that, it should be good. So pre-comp. I'm gonna name it after, that's fine. So I'm gonna create some sort of like framing of where I want it to be. So I want it to be around here. Okay. Then with this, I am going to make it solid layers and just track matte this thing to here. Just like that. Pretty simple. So we have this thing, and then let's see. turn it to actually? I think turn to 9, right? Yeah, 9. 10 is too much. Maybe we need 10. Egg. Oh, egg looks pretty good. So I'll keep it egg. And trying to center everything. And let's watch this video. Let's see what's the difference. You have turned to black and white with little that dot. I don't know what's it called. You spread it out like this. Turn to colors.
Machine.
And then just and transition. Okay, I think we can do that.
Seven years ago, back in 2015, one major development in
So first I need to make sure that no is on top, no in between actually, and then I also need to parent this one to newspaper. So when a newspaper move, this one also move. Okay, the first thing I noticed is the black and white. Okay, so we're gonna add black and white. No. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, there we go. Finally popping up. I clicked so many times. Okay. Black and white on this guy. Black and white, and then what else that he did different here? He definitely have some rough edge on it. So I am going to just go in here and copy the rough edge that we have and just apply it onto newspaper. Right here, so can we see change just yet? I think it look a little bit better. Contrast, yeah, contrast. So use curve to bring. And then I just need that missing overlay, like newspaper print overlay. I don't know how to call it, but okay. So we move it up. I would put the ultimate image lower. Yeah. So I'm just gonna play around with the placement of this a little bit. I'll bring it down here. Left a little bit. That's good. Let me see. I'm trying to find my way to make this work. Okay. I think just go into pre-comp here and then just add some sort of texture on top. We should be good. So the only change here that the image changes is black and white to colors. Okay, not really many change. So what we can do, we can actually just do something like this. So we have to keep black and white out here, but except black and white, we can just remove it and bring it in here. So in the pre-comp, let's apply that to this rough edge, and also some sort of rough edges there. Black and white is good. The paper texture has to be there as well. So I want to use the same paper texture that I use for my magazine, so it look blend in with everything. Okay, for example, let's use this one. Let's turn it black and white. Okay. Black and white, and change the blend mode. So let's just circle through it. Make sure you track matte everything first. It's not bad actually. Oh, I was like, why it doesn't change? I wasn't selecting it, that's why. Let me change this one, let's go. The texture, it just doesn't blend. Oh, you know what you do? Okay, you know what you do? Come here. I think the reason that it doesn't look good here because it doesn't look consistent, but if we put the texture on top here, it should make everything look good because it's applied to everything. Okay, all you need to do is just track map it to newspaper. And yep. And yeah, I think that's look a lot better. It look blend in and yeah. So let's see, I just need to change the blend mode still to find a good one. This is like something you found on like when you go to exam, you know, when you go to exam and then this is what the teacher is gonna print it out for you. You can't even see anything. The back one looked really good. Like, just keep circling through it until you find the one that you like. This one, it's a little bit too dark. I like it, but it's just too dark. I'm happy with this one actually. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with this one. Now everything in together, that's really nice.
2015, one major development in
Okay, this actually look a lot better. Let's see what else. So remember that I'm gonna show you guys how to do this, right? So what you have to do, you want to create a new object here and make sure it parents everything. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna parent this one to newspaper. So every time newspaper move with it, just like this. Okay. So just parents new paper to new object, and parents this new object to the new object here, and then let's set a keyframe on scale. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 10. Let's set the keyframe here, and then do the same thing on another side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set the keyframe here. Actually, you need the one in the middle. Actually, so we have this. Okay. The next step is to make sure this one is a little bit bigger. So we are going to scale it in a little bit to 120. But as you can see, this one a little bit too big, so I need to move it down a little bit. Like this. So it should look something like
major development in
it should look something like this, but again, of course, we are going to make some adjustment to make sure it look good. Okay. Let's set the rotation here as well on newspaper and move it back, and then let's tilt it a bit here. And then when it comes to keyframe, first have to make it curve. We don't want any linear here. Let's go to new object 2 that we just created, and we're just gonna pull this one here. So what happened is that you can see here in the middle is where the keyframe gonna move the fastest, and that's where the transition is gonna happen.
Major development in
So it should look like this, but okay, this look a little off. I'm not sure.
major development in A.
Okay, this is not gonna work with this, so let's make it linear. Let's see how it can look.
Major development in
I'm gonna do the same thing, so let's try this.
major development in
I'm gonna remove the orientation. Actually, I don't think we need that.
major development in
I think that's fine.
7 years ago, back in 2015, one major development in
Like this. If you think it's too fast, then just move it back a little bit, but make sure you move both sides equally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move this one 5. You have to move this one 5 out as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One major development in AI.
That's really good. I like that. Okay.
One major development in years ago, back in 2015, one major development.
And then let's see what happened here. So major development.
One major development in AI.
Oh, he do a little bit different. So he zoom out, I zoom in. That's fine too. That's fine too. Okay.
One major development in
Okay.
major development in
I like how we do it more actually. So I'm gonna do like he did. So I'm gonna, instead of actually do this, I have to redo this whole thing again. But it's the issue. So what we're gonna do instead, I think this one was good. So let's cut it here and okay, it's still connected. Still connected. Let disconnect this one. No. Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, let's disconnect this one, unparents it from the new object, and then let's see. So zoom out. No, okay. So the so the keyframe is gone. Then let's do again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's go with scale, and then we're gonna make it a bit smaller. So let's go down here. Okay, but what we want is that we want, so the idea is that you want when the keyframe moves the fastest is when the animation is gonna happen or the transition gonna happen. So in this case, I want to start slow like this, but go out really fast like this. Okay, so here.
one major development.
And then there we go. And for this one, I want to start around here. So I set the scale and position and rotation as well. But this one gonna start closer, like way closer. Like, so they're gonna be big because we're gonna zoom out, and then I might rotate it a little bit. Okay, when it comes to position, I might move in the middle like this, and then set everything like that. But for this one, we want everything to start like coming in fast. So let's just grab everything first, and let's see. You want everything. You want something like this, and no, we want even. So you want to be like your space here. I have to zoom it in, I can't see it anymore. So when it comes to precision is good, scale needs some work. Rotation. Let's see.
Development in A. Development in A.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Development in A.
It's a little bit. I don't know what's it called.
Development in.
Okay. Let's see what can we do a bit better here. So I'm just gonna redo the whole thing again, but I'm gonna be more careful of what I did here. So boom. Again with the scale, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Doesn't really matter. With this one, do the same thing. Okay, so
Development in A.
damn, that can be smooth.
Major development in AI.
That's what we want, okay? That's what we want. I might turn it even more so get that nice turning into it.
Development in AI.
A bit slower, I guess.
Development in AI research. Major development in AI research.
Okay, so let's play it, and so I zoom it in. So the title will start coming in here, but for me gonna be a bit later. which is fine. So I would make my title like major development coming in around here. So let's go into this, and find a major developments text, and then just add it. We could do the fading in, but I feel like we could do better job than that. I might do typing. Let's see if typing would look good. So type right here. Let's go in.
In AI research.
It's not smooth, that's the thing. Something wrong with it, but it's just not quite smooth. Okay, so we might have used fading, or we might try something else like this one. I like this one. So I'm gonna try this one, and just go with fading. You know what? I am just going to go with fading, and just make sure we get that clean. Fading into it.
Development in AI research was
So here, start animated in. For the automate caption, use the same thing. Okay, we're gonna use fading again for this one. Right, it should look pretty good.
was automated. One major development in AI research was automated. Major development in AI research was
What we're gonna do here, I'm gonna do something a bit different with this one. I want to zoom it in as well.
was automated.
Here, so I'm gonna play in with the precision a little bit, so I can zoom in, get some close look to it. That's gonna do. I'm gonna do a bit different here.
Search was automated.
Okay, that's not gonna be the best looking one.
Search was automated. Image.
Okay, then. Oh no, that's not gonna work. But let's see.
Research was automated. Image captioning. Development in AI research was automated. Image.
Does look a lot more interesting. Make sure you have the motion blur on. Okay.
One major development in AI research was automated image captioning.
And then it's gonna come out. Okay.
Automated image captioning. Automated image captioning.
Okay, so from here.
AI research was automated image.
And then come out here. So let's hit a marker. Let's see how we can do this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna separate it difference one, and then but for this one I'm not gonna follow the thing, so you can see it come in, so then we allow us to separate it. Okay, and then for the newspaper I need to make it smaller. Not really a big deal. Okay, here I have to make it back in the center a little bit and make it smaller, and then I might also have to tilt it different way, but for this one, okay, let me double think, let me think. I really need to think with this one. I think it's fine. Okay, you know what? I think so. This one move with it. Right.
Image captioning.
So with this, then I'm gonna set the precision and scale on this one, and then go here and make it bigger, and then I tilt it different way to create. So it's like popping out. One thing I don't understand is, oh, it's a paper texture. Okay, that's gonna be an issue too. Okay, gotta think.
Image captioning.
I want to come out from here. So let's see how we can fix these problems. What if we just do this, and then we just have one for this. That would look pretty good. I mean, and with this one, it's gonna move with this, so it should look like it's in one spot like this. Okay, that's pretty good. We fixed the problems. So that's kind of like what we have to do quite frequent as a video editors. We just need to be able to adapt and fix whatever's come up, right? You can't expect everything to be perfect all the time. So let's set position, scale, and rotation, and let's move into this. So hopefully, oh yeah, it's fixed. Hopefully it's fixed. So I want to see how it looks for this. I can move it up as well. Okay, so from here, let's just set that. So let's see how it looks.
Image captioning.
It's pretty good.
Image captioning.
I don't like how it end up like kind of the same spot. So I just move it one to the left and newspaper to the right. Oh, come on. Fine. I gotta move this one first, the newspaper first, and then I could move this thing to the left like this.
Image captioning.
This is really clean. So the next step, I need to keyframe the black and white. Okay. I think we can use Lumetri colors and use the saturation. That might work. So black and white doesn't work. I'm trying to find a shortcut to use it, but hey, it is what it is. And I believe you can, please tell me you can actually like keyframe this one, right? You have to be able to. Oh, is it the same thing? Okay, we're lucky we could do it. So in here, affects opacity. Then we're gonna set another one here, which is gonna be 0, which is nice. Just make sure that. Oh, okay. I can't click anything in here. I can't drag it. Okay, there we go. So let's see how it looks.
Image captioning.
That's really clean. So one thing that I want to include as well is the drop shadow. So when it comes to drop shadow for this one, I have to keyframe it. Okay, because right now it's not separated yet. But once it's separated, I need something to support it. So I'm gonna set opacity or the distance actually to 14, and then I'm gonna go back here at the start and set the distance to 0. Okay, not only the distance, you also need to set opacity as well, and here also set opacity to 0. Okay,
Image captioning.
so now look at the shadow to make it pop, right? Pretty simple. Oops. Okay, and then see how it looks.
Image captioning.
Okay, so once we have that, I'm pretty happy with how it look, in terms of colors and everything. Right, the next step that I am going to do is I'm gonna do a little bit better job than Wax. Okay, so I'm gonna use fast box blur onto this guy right here. So let me set the blur radius to 0 here, so set a keyframe and then go out, and then I'm gonna increase the, let me think, is it gonna work? If I blur it, yeah, that's fine. So blur it out like that. Trust me, it would look really good when it's animated. And boom. So then you can see here the,
Image captioning. Machine.
so you can focus here. It's like create some depth into the video. Okay.
Automated image captioning. Image captioning.
Okay, so let's watch back one more time and we can move on to the next scene.
7 years ago, back in 2015, one major development in AI research was automated image captioning.
It's really good. So let's see what next.
Machine.
So you're same technique. See that? It's kind of match cut. You can see the movement matching, right? That's why I have that smooth
Image captioning.
movements with everything.
Image captioning.
Okay, what we're gonna do is I am going to set everything. To be fair, I can just move the newspaper. That's not really. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So transition out is here. Would transition out around here actually. So set it and cut it here. Ooh, one more thing. Since this one I want to make it look like it's floating, I'm gonna add some sort of kind of floating and wiggle into it. So I am going to use Mr. Horse presets. Let's go to effects, let's go to position and rotation, and let's use this one. Okay, so let's add into it. Hopefully you can keyframe it. Can I, please? Let's see. Oh, okay, you can actually keyframe it, which is nice. So intensity. Intensity has to set here and here. Right, this is gonna be 0, of course. Oh no, 0, and this one is going to be not 100. It's gonna be around 20, and then just do the same thing. Make sure we have the speed ramp.
Image captioning. Machine learning.
Look at that.
Image captioning. Image captioning.
And then transition out. So I am just gonna copy this. For this one, I'm gonna reset, so it's in full screen. Go back here and boom. Okay, so let's see what's up. I need to take black and white out first. So put saturation out, drop shadow out, out. Okay, so reset this one, make it full. Why is it still tilt? What's going on? There we go. So reset and make sure it is full screen. Oh, I can just use actual image. Okay, let's see. Use this one. So I'm gonna let me try to do something actually. So I'm gonna go from here
Automated image captioning.
and then you're gonna know what happened. So let's set ignition scale precision here, and let's go here. Let's set opacity down a little bit. And for this one, I just need to make sure that it's matched. Okay, I need to remove the like this, move it out. It's not gonna help me. And let's see, let's do tilting. Make it bigger. Scale it here. So I'm trying to align these two together. So when we have that transition, it can look really nice. Okay, so here I could just use the ball to align it. Okay, that would. Oh no, it's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Let's see if this idea would work. Okay. If not, we can just do like the same. That's fine.
Machine learning.
A little bit. You know what? I'm gonna slide it. That's fine. In this case, I'm gonna slide everything so it's still moving, and then I'm just gonna slide. Do something simple this time. So. Let's start from here, so it's precision, and gonna slide to the left. Okay, this one I need to make sure it's starting off slow and going out fast. Okay, the same thing, the opposite is gonna be in here, so let me just zoom it in a little bit so we have some space to play with. I like this. So set precision and make sure.
Machine learning.
Okay, now looking at off, right? So we need to set the keyframe the same thing. So come in really fast and then come out really slow. So
Machine learning.
like that. Pretty clean. I like that transition a lot.
Machine learning. Machine learning algorithms.
So now we just have to highlight some
Machine learning
ball or something. Let's see.
algorithms could already label objects in images,
Person,
and now
beach. Okay. Oh, we got the same like object. We have the volleyball, we have the person, have beach. Okay, that's perfect. I think we're done with this. So
7 years ago, back in 2015, one
I was like, why my thing look a little weird? It walks.
major development in AI research was automated image captioning. Machine learning
Not gonna lie, I feel like we could do a better job when it comes to newspaper.
research was automated image captioning. Machine learning algorithm.
So with this, I just need some box.
Machine learning algorithm.
So I'm gonna. I wish I could use the.
Captioning. Machine learning.
Wish I could use the. I could use the preset from Mr. Horse, but I will show you guys how to actually do it.
Machine learning
So to do it, it's super simple. So I have to draw the square first. Just hold shift and drag it out. Make sure we have no fill, and then with the stroke, I want it to be white. And make sure we center the anchor points. Make it a bit thicker so everyone can see it. And with this one, I just make it smaller. And trying to center the ball like that. That would look pretty good. Then we're just gonna copy and paste a lot of these, highlight. I'm gonna do one change actually. So instead of actually beach, I'm gonna go with sea. Okay. Look pretty good. Okay, so with all this, I'm just gonna cut it here. Okay, so all of this, you just need trim pad. Okay, open, click ads, add trim pad. I think if you watch the Eman Gatsby modules earlier, you should be able to do this just fine. Okay, so in trim pad, you're gonna go in and keyframe in, and then move a little bit forwards, and then set the keyframe ends here to 100. Okay,
algorithms could already label objects.
a little bit too slow with this one. I'm gonna see how it looks.
Algorithms could already label objects.
That's look a lot better. And just copy trim pad and just put it to all the objects.
Algorithms could already label object.
So I'm gonna go ball first. So right, which one is one ball? Ball and then person. Okay, ball, person, beach. Okay.
Learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learn to put those.
So we now just need text for each of them. Okay, so let's just say ball. They use different fonts in this one as well, so not 100% sure what font it is just yet. We can find it for sure. It's not a big deal. Okay. So let's scale this one up, make it white, just like this, and let's find the fonts. I think I found that fonts before somewhere. Is it this one? Oh, that might be it, right? So it's lower fonts, but I'm gonna stick with, this one is fine. Let's make it ball. Yeah, I think that's really close. So ball first, then gonna pair them up with this. Trying to center it. So let's see how he animate in. I can use some sort of fading. So let's see how we do it.
Objects in images, and
Okay, so he mixing the fading, blur, and scale. Okay, so we're gonna do that with the text. So ball. Wait, let me see. Okay, he add that zoom out a little bit when the image come in. I can see here. It's that subtle zoom out to give the video more dynamic look. So we're gonna do that as well, but not yet. We need to do this thing first. Okay, so ball. First have to animate the text. We're gonna use Mr. Horse presets. Text, let's go with words. I think it's the scale, no. It is this one, so chain in.
algorithms could already.
So ball, then you also need some sort of blur. Let's see. Blur and fade. So fade. Gaussian.
Algorithms could already label.
You can see here, that's really nice. I want to make it faster actually.
Algorithms could already
When it comes to fade, choose transition, Gaussian blur. Okay.
could already label.
But let's copy this one and then press it here. So let's type it in person. And then change the position here to here.
Objects in image.
Move it a bit closer, should be okay. And we just make sure that in the timeline it's also aligned like this.
Label objects in images.
And with this one as well, just do the same process, but just gotta change to C and put it up here, okay? And then just move it above thing. Oh, it's off to the left a little bit. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this one. So let's see everything animated.
Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learn.
Okay, I would make the transition a bit faster with the, when it comes to text, okay? So I don't really like...
Could already label objects in images, and now they learn to put those labels.
And just shift it backward a little bit.
Could already label objects in images, and now they learn to.
We might just take the blow out. I don't really like how it look too much. Things already look really clean.
Could already label objects.
Yeah, just the glow, I mean the scale already look really clean, so I'm just gonna keep it that way. Shift the marker so I make the transition a bit longer.
Algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learn to put those.
Good. So the next step that I'm gonna do is I'm going to, let's see, okay, it's quite in the middle. I am going to parents, first make sure do I even need, yeah, let me add the motion blur into it as well. And then I'm gonna parent everything to this image right here, because when it come in, then boom, I am going to set the
Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learn to put those labels into.
So I am going to do that subtle zoom out. Oh no, that's opacity. Scale out like this, so it gives more dynamic look to the video. So if you play back.
Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learn to put those.
A little bit too much, so we're gonna have to zoom it back a little bit so that.
Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learn to put.
To be a bit more, I would say. Let's see how it looks.
Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learn to put those. Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learn to put those labels into natural.
Okay. I didn't mess up the keyframe. Yes, I did here. So let's see what is the next step. Okay. So we do the same technique. Okay, so these parts. Okay, so let's watch back one more time. I am going to actually take some break, and I would allow you to take some break as well, because I know this one is really long. It's been 2 hours, and we just finished like the third scene of this one, but we have the other half that we have to work on, and then go on to the next one. Okay, so let's watch it back.
7 years ago, back in 2015, one major development in AI research was automated image captioning. Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in images, and now they learned to put those labels into natural.
I'm pretty happy with how everything looked in this video, so I am going to take a break and then I will see you guys in the part 2. Alright guys, so we are back in the part 2 of how to edit in the Vox style. So I went to grab my lunch, grab some, Red Bull, because I know it's gonna be a long night because I got a shit ton of modules to record for you guys. But let's get back into our editings, okay? So where have we left off? So we edit up until these parts where we add this box and text. Okay, let me turn off my fan first. All right, so we edit up until this part.
Algorithms
Let's see what next. So
could already label objects in images, and now they learned to put those labels.
we're gonna have to animate it out and then zoom in out like that. Pretty simple.
Now they learned to put those labels into natural language descriptions.
Okay, this is gonna be a easy part of this whole edit. Okay.
And now they learned to put.
So I want to see first. I'm not gonna match timing here, but let's see if I go around here. Okay, so I'm gonna go around here and stop.
Already label objects in images, and now they learned to put those.
I might do a bit longer so they can actually see what's going on, and I'm just gonna pre-comp the whole thing to keep things tidy. Let's call it scene 3. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing here as well, so let's call this one scene 2. Scene 2, okay, and then we have scene 1. So let's watch, make sure the transition is still good. I mean, it should be, but just keep double check.
Major development in AI research was captioning. Those labels into.
So now we have to create, let's see. Okay, pretty simple. We are now gonna create a square first. Make sure we center everything. We have to create 2 squares actually. So this one gonna be for the border, or like for the stroke, right? As you can see, I'm gonna take it down a little bit to 4, and then the second one I need to use it as a track matte. So I need to turn on fill color for this one, so make sure we have solid, and let's bring in our image. Okay, same thing, we're gonna use the same images that we used earlier because that's what they use as well. Let's make sure it's in the right spot, and then we're gonna use track matte here and then link it to this square that we have. Boom, just like that. Pretty basic stuff. To make things easy, I might pre-compose this thing, but let's see first. Trying to see, would it be easier for me to pre-compose or not pre-compose? Yeah, probably gonna easier if I pre-compose it. Okay, then let's do it. Okay, so what do you think about the size? The size? I'm just worried about the size. But first, okay, I forgot one thing. So we did some color, I add some color on this one, so I make sure we also apply it to this one as well. just like that, so we get the same image and same look across the video. And then pre-compose, we're gonna call this one image. Image, come on. Let's see. And okay, that looked really good. So I'm transferring here and here out. I just had to make this one bigger. Hold up. Are they not in the center? Oh no. Something a bit off here. It wasn't in the center. That's why, but I can fix it. Not a big problem. So now it is in the center. Alright. So let's make it a bit bigger, I think. Yeah, around this size. And let's focus on the transition. So if you watch the video, the transition come with blur and then transition like this. Right, so what we're gonna do first, we have to set this one to scale up. I think let's set where I want it to be first. So I think this size is pretty good. I might make it down a little bit, make it slightly smaller, but the size here is good. And then I have to scale at the start, so around here.
Into natural language.
Same thing. I am going to also do this speed ramp with this one as well.
To put those labels into natural.
So when this happen, right, I need to have some blur happen here.
Labels
so
into.
I am, let's see, what I use. So let's use fast box blur and add into it. Okay. Then I'm gonna set blur radius and then up to, I don't know, let's see, 19, 17, I don't know.
Those labels into nat.
Too much. Too much. Too much. 7.
Those labels into natural. Those labels into natural language.
Low memory warning. Okay.
Those labels into natural.
So from 7, we're gonna do the same thing with this one. So 7. Then we're gonna copy fast box blur. Actually, now I'm just gonna apply a new one. But for this one, I had to start from 7 and turn it down to 0 afterward, like this. So
Those labels into natural.
it should look something like that. So blur and blur like that. Pretty simple stuff. Let's see. What do I do? Let's try it. I think it might make it look good. I'm not 100% sure.
Labels into natural. Labels into natural.
I think this looks smoother. Okay. Same thing here. You can do something opposites. So drag it out.
Those labels into natural.
That's pretty good.
Labels into natural language.
That's clean.
Labels into natural.
And then have the image popping in here, and they use the same fonts that they use like right here. So it's the same fonts. I'm gonna use that. Let me see. Okay. So image. Okay, so we have image here. I just also need to parent this one to image, so it's moved together just like that. But let's see how I do here. So it's popping in afterwards. Pretty simple stuff. Okay. So I want to start coming in around here. So we're gonna use Mr. Horse again, but let's use ease and fade right here. I think it would look really good. So in, and let's see how it look.
Into natural language
Okay, that's way too slow.
into natural language
Too slow. I mean too fast.
into natural language
Bit too fast. Move it out a little bit.
into natural language description.
That's good.
Into natural language
I think I'm a little bit delayed on the voiceover, but that's fine. Okay, so what they do is they put this one a bit higher, so that's fine. Add it here, and then after we have move to left, have the box come in and the arrow.
Into natural language
I'm gonna move it around here, so set position
descriptions.
and move it.
Descriptions. Descriptions.
I have to make it smaller.
Into natural
Slower.
language descriptions.
It's pretty smooth. Also, motion blur. Let's see how to add this. So, and then the box slide in at the same time.
Descriptions. And it may
Okay, it's easy stuff. So what I'm gonna do here is I am going to create this one first. Actually, it might be smarter to put the text out first. So people playing a ball on a beach. Same thing. People play a ball. Let's see how to. Play with a ball on the. We'll keep it 2-line actually. On the beach, I keep it 2-line. Okay. And make it bigger. Make the spacing between the line bigger as well. Let's see. Okay, so with this, I just have to center this one in the middle like this. I move this one a little bit too far. Move it back a little bit, and then move the text closer in the middle. That's good. And let's create the box for the text. Would be much better if it's stroke. So we got the stroke here. That's really good. I'm gonna copy the position of the text, so I could apply it to the position of the box, so it makes sure that it's on the right spot like that. Okay, then I could make it slightly bigger. Okay, so I have some room a little bit, so it doesn't look too cluttered. Okay, with this, let's cut it here and bring this one in here. Let's set a precision here. Actually, you can just have this one and parent it to text. It's also fine. And then text is position. And let's go back. And then let's move this one out. And then I am going to just use this and show
descriptions. And it made
the keyframe, yep. So move it in a little bit in the middle. Like this one gonna come to left, slightly closer.
language descriptions. And it made one
It's pretty good.
descriptions.
I think I like it. It's clean.
Descriptions. And it made
Motion blur. Make sure to turn it on.
and it made
I might animate the text as well. I think it's look better to do so. We will see. Caption. Okay. Let's just copy the image here and put it here. Let's say caption. Caption. There we go. But it's gonna be no animation. Okay. And what size is it? Let's see. One, two, four. Okay. 124. 124.3. Okay. Is that one the same size? Yeah, it's not, because this one haven't. It's not parent it with this one, so let's parent it first, and let's see what size it and make sure we match. So 124.3, and then we can unparent it, and then parents this one to our like text here instead, so we make sure it move with it. Just like that. Okay, so now let's see, let's cut it here, keep it clean, and let's play it. I think it should look somewhat okay.
into natural language descriptions. And it made
And then probably arrow. Let's see what next. So we get this one done pretty good.
one group of researchers curious.
Can't really.
What if you flipped that process around? 7 years ago, back in 2015, one major development in AI research was
I just noticed one thing. This I missed. So the background actually animated a little bit. Has some paper texture in the background. So I didn't notice it. So I'm gonna add it right now. Okay. So I skipped that part, but I'm gonna have to go back and make sure we get everything done in the right way. So let's go with grunge. Now we're gonna go with material. Try this one. Oh no. What? Can see it? Of course you cannot see it.
7 years.
So with that, I'm also gonna make it black and white. And then let's play around with the blend mode. What is this? Can you even see it?
7 years ago, back in
Can't even see it.
7 years ago, back in 2015, one major 7 years ago, back 7 years ago, back in 2015.
Much.
Ago, back in 2015, one major development. 7 years ago, back in 2015.
I like that. I'm gonna turn down the opacity a little bit so it's not too obvious. But yeah.
Back in 2015, one
yeah, I definitely want to make sure I don't miss that small detail.
Major development in AI research was automated image captioning. Automated image captioning. Machine learning algorithms could learn to put those labels into natural language.
Oh, I like this.
Put those labels into the natural language descriptions, and it made
So we just have to have arrow, draw it out.
natural language description.
We're gonna use Mr. Horse for this one for our arrow. I could create my own, but in this case, I just want to save some time. So let's go to shape elements. I believe that's where it is. So there we go. Can't really see it. It's so small. Like, I don't know. Use this one. Okay, definitely have to be smaller, and the colors has to be different. So I'll color pick this one up, and now we have the same colors, just like that. Make it smaller. Not too sure how. Have to be shorter as well. Okay. Then when it comes to curve, too much. Okay. I'm gonna keep it down to minus 120, and I'm gonna do the same thing with here. So minus 120. Okay, so now it looks a lot better. I might still have to make it a bit smaller. And then let's increase the width of it, also the tip scale slightly, so it's bigger. It's pretty good. Same thing. I mean, I wouldn't even notice that. Not a good idea. Let me change the blend mode here and see what happened. It's fine.
And it made one group of research
That would be pretty clean. Let's see.
descriptions. And it made one
What if I parent this one to the image? So when it moves,
and it made one
so arrow move with it. I think it's pretty clean, so I can do like that.
descriptions. And it made one group of research
To be a bit longer. I have to be a bit earlier as well.
and it made one group of research and it made one group of researchers
have this.
and it made one group descriptions, and it made one group of researchers curious. You flipped that process around.
So now to flip it, pretty simple. Then we're gonna flip it here, set the marker. Then let's set position on both the image here and the caption here. No, the text here, okay? So then we need to change position. Okay, now I have an issue because it's not just keyframe like this. You need to do some sort of, it's gonna move around like that, right? So I'm sure I need to create some path for it to move along. Otherwise I can't get this. Trying to find another creative way to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna search it up on Google. Move along the, what's it called, stroke effects. So animate stroke. No. To move object. Yep.
Design, develop, scale, repeat. Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises.
Rated Teen.
Hello, this is a quick video to show how to rename it. It's a problem we can create here. We can find that and then open the link. That's the sex along the. We can go to the second.
Well, I could potentially use the anchor points and then rotation. You can do that. But I think I have an ideas. So let's create the new object. Hope it work. Finger crossed. So coming in, and then I have to parent the caption, the text here to new object 5. The same thing with the image. The same thing here with the image. Then we're gonna flip it. Okay, we're gonna turn it, but we also need to set the rotation on this guy as well to keep it the same, but we will see how we can do. So then let's rotate it right now, right? So let's set rotation, let's go a bit forwards, and let's turn it upside down. Sound confusing, I know. 180. And then what we're gonna do here is you are going to flip it so it's actually still on the right side. Dude, okay. I don't need to flip the arrow. The arrow, okay, I'm gonna none. Okay, let's fix the arrow really quick and we can get back to what are we doing. Okay, so we fix the arrow. Let's get back here. Oh, you see that? Oh, it's working. It's working. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing here with the image. I'm pretty happy. I don't know if you can tell, but I am really happy that it's work. Okay, it's a little bit awkward.
Group of researchers curious. What if
How can I Okay, the circle need to be smaller. Okay, circle need to be smaller, but I mean, get the
Researchers
drop down.
curious. What if you
So just let's set a keyframe and speed frame on this one.
One group of researchers curious. What if
Whoa. What was that?
researchers curious? What if you
Okay, so set this, and set this. Should work.
one group of researchers curious? What if you of researchers curious? What if you
That is good. So I'm gonna moved it a bit farther out so it had that time to animate it nicely.
researchers curious? What if you flipped
that
and it made one group of researchers curious?
curious?
What if you flipped that process?
I'm gonna animate text. So gonna use this animation here so the word gonna pop in word by word. So let's try this one.
Options. And it made one group of
Not bad, but it's down too much. So I'm gonna bring it in here.
and it made
That's nice.
options. And it made
A little bit. Oh no.
options. And it made one group of
One group of
Clean.
researchers curious. What if you that
I definitely need to do more research on that thing, like how to move it along the path. But yeah.
flipped that process?
So then I need to turn it into more, I don't know, grayish and have this animation in the frame. So I'm gonna start turning on here and let's go into it. I'm just simply gonna create the solid layer on top of it. It's pretty simple. I'm just gonna clip it, not complicated. Okay. So create here, track matte to here, and then you're good. And then you can simply just fade in, and then you are good to go. Boom.
What if you flipped that
There we go. Pretty simple.
curious? What if you flipped that process? That process around.
I generally don't know how to do this, but I would do
We
it.
could do
I would try. It's not that complicated, okay?
You flipped that process around.
could do
7 years ago, back in and it made one group of researchers curious. What if you flipped that process around?
Oh, this one stay on. Go out. Okay. I wonder how they animate that thing in. So move, and then they just pop it in like that, or just this. It literally just come in like that. Okay. Whew, that's gonna be a challenging one like this, but I think I can do it. Yeah. Well, I think as a good video editor, you need to think like you always need to have the mindset like you can do literally anything you want. It's just a matter of time and effort for you to learn that skill. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that mindset and trying to do that whatever that animation at the end, right? So here, so I want to come in around, so I want to start around here. So let's click into it, set the marker, and let's get to work. So I remember the first one he has this rectangle thing. Okay, I think it has to do with size, so play with size, and you know, I think that's kind of like the trick, or to play with the scale, sorry. Yeah, so let's make it solid layers. Let's do blue. The color doesn't really matter right now. So red. What else he has? He have triangle. So I'm gonna make triangle 3, and inner radius is hundreds. Oh, it has to be 50. Okay. 50 with this. I want it to be green. That's fine. I'm not feeling too good about this one. Let's tilt this one. Tilt this one a little bit to the left. Let's go with 150. Okay. I have to make it smaller. Dude, okay, that might be easier. So minus 270 might be a bit easier to deal with. Let's go down, and here, okay, we have triangle. Look a little weird, but triangle look a little, I don't know, something off about it, but we will do what we can. So here it's good. Let's see what else they do have in animation. So that little thing here, we just make it earlier by accident. So let's grab the triangle. Oops. So let's grab our triangle and do what we did earlier by accident. So we add this on to 100s. That's not it. Is this it? Like, I'm not too sure about it. Now I'm gonna do a new one. Why not? Okay. Okay, let's go with 4, 3. No, 3 is. I think this one. I think it is this one, and then make it like dark. I'm not too sure about this, but I'm generally not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go back here and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, how can we do that? Interesting. Interesting. So make 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do it 6. You know what? Let's go with 6. Okay, 5 and 6. We just need to little perspective, and then we'll be good to go. So yeah, this is gonna be fine for now, and scale it down, dude. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna go learn this one. But I don't want to keep you for too long and watch me trying to learn the new skill. I am going to do something else with this scene, and once I figure out how to do it, I will make sure to make the module showing you guys, because I want to make it work as much as you guys want it to, but also I just need to make sure that you guys doesn't waste your time, okay? So I will make sure to announce when I figure that out. Or if you guys wanted to, just feel free to DM me and just remind me, like, hey, like when it's gonna come out, all that stuff, right? I make sure that I will get it out for you guys. So to adapt with that thing, I am going to do like a circle, like loading instead. So here, and then let's set the solid layers on. Okay, so we have this in the middle, but this one gonna be dark gray. Okay. We're gonna have different ones. That is gonna be white. Okay, be white. And with this one, I'll be a bit thicker. And this one, I'm gonna add trim pad into it. With this, I am going to, you know what I'm gonna do. And then I am going to offset and spin it like this. Okay, pretty simple stuff. Hopefully I could just loop it out. Can I just go like this and then just do it one at a time? Hopefully just gonna move it. That's fine, yeah, this worked for me. And let's go with round cap. This one looked better. Kind of match the theme more.
Flipped that process around.
Alright, I'm gonna add the question mark inside too, to tell the message of like they don't know what it looked like, or just to make up for me not be able to do that animation. And let's go with Helvetica ball and put it in the right in the middle like this. Wait a second. Is this whole thing's not in the center? Give me a sec. What about this? Is it in the center? It is, but what about this one? Oh. Oh, this is weird, but it is what it is. No, I think it's a little too much, so I'm gonna keep it clean like this. I think it's pretty good. So
And it made one
what I need to do as well is to track matte everything you see here to the gray solid. So then the gray solid fade in, this one also fading in as well. And again, I need to start this one earlier, so when it's fed in, it's already spinning like this, really nice. Let's see, motion blur a little bit, look really good. Okay, so
one group of researchers
let's watch it back one more time, make sure there's no mistake, and we are done. Okay, let's me actually, okay, give me a second. So no, I'm not risking that. Might have cut something by accident, but we're gonna pre-compose this one and we should be good. So scene 4. I'm gonna cut it here actually. So that, and then we pre-compose and call it scene 4.
into natural language descriptions.
Mistake. See, that's why you're always gonna watch it. As you can see here, that the stroke is gone. Okay, so let's go in here. That makes sense. What is this? Stroke. So they want to track map this one. So that one is good. Why is it not showing? So it had to be on the top. Yep, there we go. So that's why you have to watch back, right? You're always gonna make mistake. It's gonna happen. Also like this. Okay. So what the fuck is going on? Huh? I'm confused. Oh, why is it not? Okay, so I just need to parent this one to new object 5 and then it should be good. Yeah, it's good, but I don't know why earlier it wasn't doing that for me. I really need to learn that one. That's really bothered me that I can't do that. But yeah, let's double check, watch everything back, and it should be good.
7 years ago, back in 2015.
Back in 2015. Major development in AI research.
Was automated image captioning.
Machine learning algorithms could already label objects in
Images, and now they learned to put those labels into natural language descriptions. And it made one group of researchers curious. What if you flipped that process around?
We could do
7 years ago.
So everything looked really good. No mistake have been being made except for that one last animation that really pissed me off. But yeah, that is it, guys. So if you want to see the finished version, feel free to head to different page in this module. You're gonna see it. It's supposed to be right under. Yeah, and just make sure to check it out. Project file right under this video. Go grab it, play around with it, and actually take action and practice. Okay, and then I will see you guys in the next module.